the matter? Why? What? RWBY got caught by the White Fang? Oh my god! Go get help! Stupid dog! Let's talk about it. This episode today was a very character-driven episode once again. However, it starts off oddly. It starts off with Mrs. Goodwitch and, of course, Mr. Ironwood. I'm always going to make fun of that name. Always. Anyways, you're talking about Professor Oz and how they have pretty much known him for a very long time, and Ironwood is surprised how he's making these weird decisions, you know? He's being too patient about this, and I guess Oz was a different character before we really knew who he was. So he probably was a different guy back then, but something mind-blowing with to change his opinion on views on things, and now he's different. And finally goes back to the main point. Starts off with Blake, Yang, and Weiss. Two of them are wondering why they became huntresses. Why? Even though they answered the questions, Mr. Blake, please tell me if I'm saying that right. Why they became huntresses, and they're questioning themselves. Weiss is saying how, of course, she has honor to uphold, but however, she knows that her dad has done horrible and schemeful things. She doesn't want her family to end with her father being the last name of the Schnee family, of him doing corrupted shit behind the scenes all the time. She wants to do right by the world by becoming a huntress. She knows taking a desk office job any day would not do a damn thing. So, hey, trying to make a change. Yang, however, says she was always the girl that goes with the flow. She doesn't really have a true driven purpose, even though she did say that she wanted to find her mom, but I'm just saying. She seems to want to do more than just go with the flow, more than just help people, but she has a job to fulfill. Blake knows that she wants to do better for her past that she has done wrong, however, she doesn't know how. She doesn't know the hunters are noble warriors, and she thought she could do some good by being one of them. But however, she don't know how to really change something just by saving people. Okay. Then finally, the seasoning on this. This just one hit, and I'm like, Adam is mentioned. Adam. Of course, episode 1, there's pictures of him in her little book and shit like that. Adam is mentioned again, and we get a little bit more about Adam. You know, the big badass only had one scene in the whole entire show, in the show in a preview, and yet he's the top of the internet on RWBY. And we get to know more about him. Turns out, Adam is a monster. He's a total dickwad. He's a bad guy in her eyes. She looked up to Adam first. He was like her mentor, her guider, and stuff like that. He probably trained her how to fight and everything. I bet this dude was freaking awesome. But however, Blake is wondering, when she realized, the preview, she's like, oh my god, this guy's a monster. And she's like, leave the White Fang. So who knows, even though she's mentioning Adam, it's like they're just teasing me. They're freaking teasing me. I want Adam to be in the show so freaking bad. I want him to come in and just beat the shit out of everybody. I just want it to happen so freaking bad. So yes for Adam. Yes for Adam. And then it moves on with RWBY. RWBY has finally found a member of the White Fang, and she followed them to where they at. She did something smart. Instead of just charging in head on, like an idiot like most people do, she goes to try to go get backup. However, she falls into a hole that leads into underground. And this is the part that has me question. Okay, they go to a school where they learn how to fight monsters. You know, they have cool weapons and they have some powers and shit like that. RWBY didn't have her scythe because she left it back at camp. So even though she doesn't have her scythe, are you telling me she cannot fight without a weapon? I'm like, okay, I understand she's bad with her scythe and stuff. She even has super speed to make freaking hurricanes and shit like that. So when she fought this normal White Fang member, tell me how the hell she got punched the shit out of her. That's what I like to know. You know, she was supposed to be this very powerful character, not very powerful, but at least very well skilled in fighting. Like, I thought when you go to a school how to fight monsters, they at least teach you hand-to-hand combat. Not just rely on your weapons and your powers, but also teach you, some of this. guess not. That or Ruby's actually not as strong as we think she is, because I guess it's just like Mako with Soul Eater. Without Soul and the Scythe, she's not that powerful, really. She's pretty weak. So I guess, so does that go for everybody else in there? Like anybody else is good with hand-to-hand combat? Well, Lin is, Pyro probably is, and we know Yang is. We're not sure about Weiss and Blake, but other than that, I guess they're not good with hand-to-hand combat that much. So I was pretty surprised there. And guess who's there? Freaking Torchwick. And you know when Torchwick's around, shit's gotta go down. Then finally, they're all worried about Ruby, where she's at, and turns out the dog comes back, and they realize Ruby is in danger. So now they're on a rescue mission to go save Ruby, because God knows what's gonna happen next. This episode was very character driven, indeed. So I give this episode an 8 out of 10. I am very excited to see when Adam is up. Even though she only says his name once, man. Just his name once. I'm just psyched to see Adam, man. Who's psyched to see Adam? That's the main character I want to see. He was the guy that took the spotlight on Blake's trailer. It wasn't Blake, it was freaking Adam. To me, anyway. So, tell me, you guys excited? You guys just hoping to see Adam eventually? What is Torchwick going to do to poor little Ruby, and how is things going to go down next episode? Well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share. I'll be much obliged. This is Macron on Madame, signing out.